战争、打仗一向是我最喜爱的运动。是了，为什么这里没有血流成河？让我们用血来描绘一幅写实版的战争图画吧，把它变成非常臭。Grimm 大人，我拼了！
So now, right, so welcome back everyone to American Mcgee's Grimm. This is the tale of Mulan. I'm your mad host as per usual, and welcome to war. We're finally dealing with the Hun forces, and well, it's not gonna get pretty anytime soon. Mostly because war is not a pretty thing, to be fair. It never is. I believe the only time war has ever been remotely kind or fair, or just generally not like death and about, is I believe a war in Zanzibar. I think in Zanzibar, in which it was a fight that it was a war that basically ended in 10 minutes. There were no people dying, no one maimed. Basically, I think it was one of the forces. I'm not entirely sure which force did what, but eventually the forces kind of just surrendered in essence. So it was probably one of the quickest wars that was ever dealt with, and well, yeah, no one died. It was rather pleasant, really. Huh, I'm sorry, Grimm. Were you telling me to butt stomp the dude over there? I'm completely sorry for being so rude. Also, don't get too close to the man, because he will absolutely murder you if you get too close. Also, the snow is actually starting to get kind of covered in blood, so again, because war is not a pretty sight, and you want to stay as far away from the dude with the swinging sword, who is just kind of merrily and happily cheering along without really caring so much. And then again, there are those people in war. There are people in times of war who are just so gleeful in what they do. All in the fact of they get to openly kill, they get to murder, they get to kill, they get to take out some stress and they get to have some guilt-free violence and not worry about it. And to some, it's not even war, but a mere game. They can basically tune out their guilt and, well, have fun in the art while they're murdering haplessly.
要流血，那就打吧，打个血流成河，把那些匈奴人从哪里来打回哪里去，把它变成丑不可闻。
So yes, war is not the most pleasant of things to witness. So
我现在已经变得令人作呕。
decisive battles can mean a lot, but usually at that point there's still usually a heavy loss of life. People die, people are killed, people are never the same when a war is done. All said and done. You may try and try and try, but usually a person is never comes out of a war the same. Even if they do survive and they are considered a hero, they're never the same. There's still all that they have witnessed that cannot be unseen, to be fair. It's an interesting affair when you think about it. For war is almost second nature to us nowadays. Why? Well, it's violence in the end, glorified violence, and we as a species sort of thrive on it nowadays. Also, not sure why Grimm decided to just flail around like that. Also, those poor men are just kind of getting themselves killed. Not woefully incompetent of them. But what do you expect from them, eh? But even so, we're only seeing from this side. Well, we're soon going to be seeing So let's see how it's looking like on the side of the Huns.
打开这扁的一顿。木兰与匈奴王决战的时刻终于来临。木兰虽说算是久经沙场，可始终是女儿身，双方不是一个重量级的，这可不是吃点类固醇之类可以弥补的差别。把它变成令人窒息。
So yes, in the end, war is hell. But in the end, it's almost never, it can almost never be avoided in the end, because we are as we are. I'm really bad at this platforming scenario. I'm just trying to pop my little arse over here. But anyway, where am I? Where are my manners? In our story so far, the Chinese are finally facing off against the Huns. It's going pretty well. I mean, it's a struggle, it's a death battle, there's literally blood in the river, but hardly be avoided at that point. And Mulan herself has finally matched the Khan, is dealing with the Khan. In essence, their leader. She kills him. Well, anyone who knows anything about war kind of knows what happens whenever a major figure is, well, killed. It usually does not end well for anyone. Morale-wise as well, it's almost worse, because it kind of just destroys people's morale. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Hun, I can't let you clean up that part of the battlefield. You'll need to be as depressed as ever. You guys are kind of fighting a losing battle, unfortunately. So, you might as well just stop concerning yourselves with cleaning up the mess and doing what you can before your final moment, eh? Go out in a blaze of glory. Honor your ancestors. Make sure your ancestors would be, like, honored by it and whatnot. There's actually a huge... That is kind of actually... What I mentioned there is actually sort of a real cultural thing back then. It was sort of a thing in order to, like... People act in a way in order to, like, better honor their families, and to, you know, dishonor that is sort of, in some cases, worse than death in some cases. But I digress. Let us move on.
喂，花裤子，你过来点，我要看清楚你演的剧意。
And that is usually war in a nutshell, so let us move on to the next scene, eh?
军队凯旋回归后，皇帝例行都要赐宴百官。木兰声名在外，自然也在宴请之列。把它变成臭不可闻。还等什么呀？
So Mulan is now a hero. She's survived her term. She was able to protect her father from possibly dying in that same war. And well, she managed to claim victory and glory and all sorts of other non-essentials. And in the end, honor to her family is given. A joyous occasion if ever there was.
这种
And a
制作的演示
nice, lovely
在我
secret
们一
here.
开始就光明正大摆出来。
Thank you, Grimm.
我的心情是沉重，可没沉重到要沉到水底。
And I apologize for, you know, kind of making you fall in the water. I keep forgetting that you have sort of a phobia towards water.
这老子变的。
You know, though I would know why.
狐臭。
Could be the fact that he just doesn't like water. Or it kind of goes again. It's kind of his bane sort of. That or just Grimm, or maybe I'm just being really insensitive right now, and maybe Grimm just doesn't know how to swim. You know, it's fairly it would make sense. I mean, there are some platforming type protagonists who just flat out don't know how to swim. It's almost heartbreaking when you think about it. It's sort of one of those things of what can you do? There's really not a whole lot you can do other than just hope they get better. And also, these poor peasants are looking rather tragic. Ah, thank you, Grimm. I can actually deal with that person. I can deal with Mulan, making her back to super bitch in essence. That's cool. Oh well. It's usually a good time, at least. I mean, usually when a war is finally over, there is rightful means to celebrate. It's a good feeling. It actually is. I mean, adversity was fought and was met with triumph. You no longer have to worry about, well, dying. Also, we're having a nice little few demonic cathedrals around here. Kind of not admittedly a very nice touch. One sec, Grimm. One sec. One quick second, I'm just making sure nothing goes wrong. I'm sorry. How rude of me.
"那时代真是有趣，这种女子才能配得起我嘛！" 呸呸呸！最讨厌这些老狮子庆功仪式。按说给那些死了的开个追悼会，埋掉拉倒，有点功劳的追封个什么官儿就是了。不过，如果我们能令这些9个烟火能起点化学作用，来个爆炸或是什么乱子，这还有点看头。把它变成臭得要命。
So yes, that's kind of an interesting way of coming in, just kind of murdering everyone. I mean, to be fair, although to be fair, that is actually pretty inaccurate. That's, I guess, somewhat of an accurate depiction if you're... Excuse me, Grimm, I was sort of speaking right then and there. That was rather rude of you, sir. You should know better, at least. But even so, it makes sense for someone who's kind of gotten a bit more bloodthirsty. They're sort of not just... sort of never the same, really. This Imperial Palace here, we're going to make absolutely miserable with all these wondrous fireworks they have kind of flying around. Also, these paper lanterns are kind of a hazard at times. They should be very careful with what they do, for fear of all the fire, if anything. In the end, everything dies. And there's still just these upstairs as well. They're needed in their own right in degrees. Kind of really no one can escape at this point. Isn't it just a one? Isn't this core looking absolutely miserable? I think it has a nice little touch to it, really, if anything. I mean, look at them all. They're all kind of running and fleeing in terror and panic and whatnot. Quite a nice touch, really, if you ask me. So why don't we, you know, put an end to it all and like the big one. It'd be real. I think it would be really nice to do. I think Grimm wants that more than anything. He was hinting at it pretty hard, so why don't we oblige him? And with that, let us move on to the final scene then, shall we?
木兰这个年轻可爱的女子，终于又回到了故乡。把它变成臭不可闻。以 Grimm 的方法折腾人吧。
So we literally just kind of exploded an emperor. What makes us think that? What makes you think that we're gonna have Mulan be? What makes you think Mulan is kind of normal at this point? And just wants to be just a common, normal girl, woman at this point. I mean, just because she might, or that's what society may want her to be, doesn't necessarily mean that might be what she wants. She could have an entire different desire of herself. Oh, yeah, so that's... Also, yes, that just happened as well, so... Yeah. A not so subtle metaphor of what they're wanting. But, well, what can you do? I mean, I can't say... I have nothing to say for that one, other than... Well... exactly what you're seeing. Yeah. Is it bizarre? Yeah. Do I honestly care? Not really, because it's just kind of hard to avoid at that point. Yeah. Not a whole lot you can do when you have, you know, cows fucking in your Chinese folklore tale. Really, there's very little that can be done at that point, other than just acknowledging it and then just kind of moving on. I mean, yeah. What else were you expect? What else do you want from me, guys? I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't defend you all from, you know, cow's bovine fornication, but yeah, there's really not much else I can do with that. I just address it and just move on. Also, there's someone cleaning, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's a couple of peasants I haven't changed. Which I should fix that, honestly, because that is not the right thing to do. Because they have being bastards. Also a cat, or rather just the dog. Several of them, to be fair. You gobshites. I actually was worrying for a bit.
换军装的木兰，英姿飒爽，怎能不令全村的男人为之疯狂？ 给他一个屁股降火，凭啥诺艳是？
So on top of everything, we kind of have to now travel through a sea of dudes, sea of absolute men, basically, who want nothing more than to get into Mulan's, well, pants, in order to, like, see how the cell continues. But how are we going to get through there? Very simple.
I
have to agree with Grimm. I don't think she is the type to marry either, and we will show them why for sure. Also, I really want this crowd to shut up. I really kind of want this crowd to shut up now, because it is getting annoying. I mean, it's bad enough I have to do platforming on top of all of this. I have to do platforming while pretty much weighing through a sea of dudes and not falling under said sea of dudes. Because if you fall, you have to kind of start over, wading over the sea of dudes. And if you fall in the sea of dudes, you kind of die. So, it just kind of happens when men are sort of head over heels. Fallacies. Oh, Lord. Right. A little better this. Oh God, please don't tell me I'm already dead. No! No! Ah, for God's sakes. I thought it was safe. It was wrong. That small creek of men was just enough to mess me up. Darn. Alright, let's just get over here quickly. It may be bad platforming, but I can still kind of manage. Or not, or I could just be heavily mistaken because, well, why would life ever be that simple for me? Of course not, it must always be bad. If I can make it before they come, they'll never see it coming. Or I could just be just as bad. Why is it with me and platforming just never going well? Why? I have never understood this. Even when I was a child, I was like bad at platformers. It makes me so sad. And then I just get the occasional like weird luck trip where I just somehow do better than normal. Let's get out of the sea of men and just move out of the way. Oy. Alright, so there's just kind of men in general all over the place. All of them lusting for Mulan. As guys kind of do, unfortunately. There's really not much that can be said there. They will lust over what they do not understand. And there is another platforming section over here if you want to see, which is right here. So yeah, that's just kind of that out of the way. Thankfully, it is much more simpler than the way getting in here. Somehow. Also, we're finally vital. Hooray! Should be everything as dark as it can get, so with this has been the tale of Mulan, and I leave the rest in the hands of Grimm.
他的心全放在战场上了，他当然不会嫁人。哈哈哈哈哈！也不能吃就吃。要说一个连青少年都算不上、瘦得像猪肝的农村小女孩，能女扮男装上战场打仗，这样的故事真是鬼才信。不过慢着，如果真是有鬼或是什么超自然的力量帮忙，木兰说不定真能有戏唱啊！没商量，所有15至60岁的男丁都得参战。你们要么上战场，要么现在就受我一剑。
我父亲脚跛了，我弟弟年纪小，我来去。
你块头还真不小，应该没问题。来吧，我们到市场买点装备。可小伙子，你怎么了？堂堂男子汉，走路扭扭捏捏的，像个娘们儿。挺起胸膛来，步幅宽一点。战争时候，连发死人财的军火商都不能幸免，要勒紧裤带过日子。到这个份上，什么顾客永远是对的，当然就被抛到九霄云外了。不过，也不是说这些商人以前的礼貌有多好。喂，金肉罐，要买武器吗？
无耻的军火商人，我要那把弓。
客官，虽然你屁股比熊猫还大，眼光却不错。你要怎样付款呢？
这国难当前，难道还要我付款？为表明你的爱国之心，就把这把弓代表你为国捐躯吧。
哟，大猩猩，老子这里太阳猛，正给晒得要命，正好借你巨大的身影乘乘凉。
你这心肠歹毒的吸血鬼，来给你爷爷一套上好的盔甲和坚固的头盔，
要套得上你硕大的头颅。只怕咱们得要用上浴盆或马桶。
这倒不妨，你虽然蛇头鼠目，不过你愿意给我扛马桶，你爷爷也不好意思推却。好汉配骏马，赖汉配瘦马，怎么就没有适合我的马？我要比这些更强壮的。
以你的块头，只怕也只有长毛象才能付得起你。不过我手头上没有这样的货色，你将就用这只吧。
看他整装待发，正式上战场，把敌人打得屁滚落花流水的时候，以木兰的聪明才智，区一条河怎么会难得倒他？本将军还从来没有搭过这样容易的桥呢。好点子，好点子！
将军，赶紧过河为妙。这鱼臭气冲天，这士兵的气味也是不敢恭维。
在黑山头的山道上，军队遇上了另一个难题。是不是本将军多心？怎么这些石头看上去那么像牛魔王和铁扇公主？
眼下连站都站不稳，当务之急只怕是要想想怎么不被炸成红烧乳猪。
木兰可将军历经艰辛地来到军营，与匈奴大战在即，我们应在此驻扎，训练新军，又要训练他们战阵部署、战场调动、确立战场。
在这个火炉多待一刻，都令我如坐针毡，我热得快要抹脖子。你要我帮忙的话，我们马上离开。
是的，要找到这些打完就溜的匈奴人是有难度，不过最终那些匈奴蛮子军官个个杀气腾腾，本来本将军也不怕他们，但我现在手上起了泡，剑都拿不稳。哦呦，我眼睛也不好，长了针眼，而且
够了，将军，你身体不好，就省点气吧，我自会对付他们。我最恨匈奴狗子了。喂，刮裤子，你过来点儿。喂，狗贼子，你要好好洗洗内裤吗？伟大的可汗呐，你平时如果有烧香拜佛，现在可派得上用场了，因为你快要亲自去见他。
莫兰爱卿，朕听说， 李将军说你在征途上帮了他不少。朕说你也做到朕的怀里，给朕。
爹，我这辈子是受够了男人了，又脏又臭，打起仗来就窝囊，呕心的要命。
他们总有些用处吧？
我是看不见，他们那小小的脑子里好像就只有一件事。我拼死拼活的打败那些匈奴蛮子，不是为了回来做那个臭男人的黄脸婆，替些顽劣的臭小子洗衣煮饭的。
那时代真是有趣，一个坚强伟大的女子自己掌握自己的命运。愿我们其他所有的故事都能有个如此圆满的结局。好，下集再与大家相会。